Welcome to Search for Signs. My name is Gary Willing. If this information interests you, please press the like and subscribe button and press the bell for notifications. I'm recording this video on the 4th of July. Now, you may or may not be able to hear it, but I live pretty close to a Air Force base, and there must be a air show going on or about to go on, because I can hear jets flying overhead and so forth. They've been doing it all morning. And, during this holiday, the United States loves to express their ideal of freedom. And then in the same way they like to express their freedom is they like to show off their military from here or there, right? And it's all nice. I don't fault people for looking at planes and stuff like this. I love watching planes go off and take off and do maneuvers and stuff. It's kind of cool, right? But militarily is not going to bring about peace. And in this country, we don't really have a true freedom. Now, why is that? Well, according to Maitreya, freedom and justice are one and the same thing. You can't have true freedom without true justice, and you can't have true justice without true freedom. It's the one quality in this country that's truly lacking. With all the diversity we have, it's really the one thing that's really holding us back. Now, I don't even think we have true freedom in this country, even if we did have true justice, because our country was founded on what? Slavery. It was founded on the oppression of the Native Americans and certain ethnic groups and so forth. So there's never really been, even from a United States standpoint, there's never really been true freedom, even though people always claim to have the best freedom in the world and the most freedom in the world and so forth. It's a lie, right? We like to lie to ourselves a lot. And this country is very good at lying to ourselves. We go and attack other countries to bring about freedom. We're fighting for freedom when we're really only fighting for our own self-economic interest, really is what it is. And yet people eat it up with a spoon. I mean, it just really is crazy. So, but the one quality that we need in this country, justice, can only be brought about by sharing the world's resources. Because from the master's point of view, justice only exists when every man, woman, and child, without exception, has food, clothing, shelter, healthcare, and education as a right. Not as a right only if you have money, right? So depending upon where you find yourself on the economic ladder is how much quote-unquote freedom you could have in this country. So if you're a billionaire, yeah, of course you could fly around the world at a moment's notice. You can get the best health care. You can, live in the best homes and eat the best quality food and so forth. But what if you don't? What if you're getting paid minimum wage? So our freedom in this country, even for those the economic elite in this country, it's a very expensive freedom. It's not only expensive to do stuff, but it's also expensive because it's at the expense of other people. And that's not true freedom, because you can't, like I said, I mean, the masters say it all the time, that you can't have true justice or can't have true freedom without true justice. So the only way we're really going to have freedom in this country, the way that we all idealize it and aspire it to be, is to create justice not only in this country, but in and around the world. The only way we're really going to create true security in this country is when we create justice in this country and around the world. That in and of itself will kill off terrorism, because terrorism is a byproduct of an unjust society. They're only lashing out at the fact that it's not fair the way that we're living our lives, and I don't condone terrorism, but at the same time, it can be solved only through the sharing of the world's resources, because Maitreya says the only way to create peace is to create sharing. And really, if you took it a step further, you cannot truly be free unless there is true peace in the world too. You can't have it. You can't have it both ways. So you can't just have one or two people having true freedom and everyone else on the planet, you know, not. That's not true freedom. Because sooner or later somebody's going to lash out. So the reason why this country feels that everybody wants to attack it is because we're attacking other countries. And as Benjamin Creme's master once said, it's almost like the psyche of the Americans, especially the American government, and the paranoia that we have that other countries are trying to attack us. He said it's almost like we feel like we deserve it. And I always remember that statement because I think it's so spot on. When you accuse other people of doing a bunch of stuff, chances are you're the one that's doing it yourself. You know, the liar always thinks everybody's lying. The drug addict always thinks everybody else is doing drugs. The people who manipulate always think there's somebody's trying to manipulate and scam them, right? We all do it on our own level. But this country, the United States, loves to smack other countries over the head over our freedom, when in actuality there really isn't a lot of freedom in this country. But Maitreya galvanizing humanity for change, galvanizing humanity for justice and so forth will eventually bring about true freedom, not only in the United States, but everywhere in the world. And then we will establish true peace. And as always, take action. Help SOP save our planet. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to talking to you again in future videos. Have a great day.